Hey, good morning, everybody. We have got lots of people in the house today, haven't we, Ziggy? We've got my mum and dad. It's my mum and dad's 56th wedding anniversary today. Got some green and black chocolates for breakfast.
Ziggy.
It's also my mum's birthday tomorrow. We've got lots of surprises the whole weekend. Here's a card from my mum.
Morning, Ziggy.
Morning, Ziggy.
Yeah, Mum.
Ziggy.
Come and sit here and open your card.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah.
What's the wires?
Oh, right.
Sit here.
Sis. The weird thing is, we thought it was my birthday today. We got married on the 1st, and it was my birthday on the 2nd of June. But for some reason this year, Ziggy.
Does everybody want grapefruits? Do you want a grapefruit now? Grapefruit, Mum?
No, so am I having birthday surprises today or tomorrow?
Oh, you might as well have them today.
We've got you green and black organic dark chocolates.
I've got your birthday
breakfast.
surprise.
To Barabbas and Derricus with the 56-year union. What's this?
Born of.
Born of Sean Patrick Attwood. May you have a wonderful weekend in the West Country and not miss Harry the Cat.
Too much.
Too much, as you have Ziggy instead. Ziggy Rob.
Britain's biggest baby to play
Britain's
with.
biggest baby to play with.
Love, Sean.
That's a lovely card. Thank you for that. And we got.
Oh, look at this.
Oh!
There you are. Happy
Hi
birthday.
everyone. I hope you're all okay and enjoying breakfast with us.
We're all saying happy birthday.
Look at this. Look at this.
What can it
From
be?
my wonderful husband, Derricus.
What on earth can it be?
Hey, what can it be? Look at this. Are you going to help me unwrap it?
I like to scrunch
I
it
love
out.
paper. Look at that.
Ziggy
paper.
loves paper. Anything that makes noise.
Ziggy, look at this paper. No, you're not sure. You're not quite sure.
We're all saying happy birthday to you,
Oh,
Mum.
thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. It is a very happy birthday with my lovely family. Ziggy's not quite sure, are you? Hey?
He's watching the grapefruit.
Watching the food.
Are you hungry,
Oh,
Ziggy?
wow.
What can it be?
Look at this.
What's that?
An easel. It's for painting, yeah.
Are you going to tell them about your latest hobby, Mum?
Yes, my latest hobby. Before Christmas, I started a watercolour class. And I really love it. I always wanted to be an artist. When I was at school, I was really good at art and I wanted to be an artist, but it wasn't possible. Anyway, better late than never. So
You've done us one. What was that one?
Oh, good.
Upstairs.
Which room?
It's in your office on the mantelpiece.
So this is an easel. My Derek's bought me an easel, so
I'm going to get the art you've done for us
that's
to show them.
wonderful, isn't it? Yeah. Just Derek want to say hi.
You're hiding.
Yeah, I think.
Good morning, everybody. How are you all doing? Sean's out of the room, but I'll just give you a little taste. I brought his vinyl from many years ago, collection of, which you'll be delighted to see. First album up is The Jam. When is that from? A long time ago, anyway.
On the
We've
mantelpiece.
got The Jam. Any Jam fans out there? Adam and the Ants. Adam and the Ants, which were successful at the time. Now this one is really good. This is a Prince single.
Oh, he was a big Prince fan.
He used to have a
Yeah.
Prince poster on his bedroom wall.
He didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In his cot at home, we had a Bob Dylan
You
poster
let me don't
alongside.
show these first. You show that.
Let me show my mum's picture.
Oh yeah, the picture.
That's one of my mum's works of art that she's given us for the house. My
Yes.
dad has dug up.
The
My dad
vinyl.
showed up with all my old vinyl.
Adam and the Ants.
I got obsessed. I had an obsession with Prince.
And the punk as well. Look at this.
Before Prince.
Whoa. There's me part.
Before
Please,
Prince, it was punk rock.
Communards. Any fans out there?
That's like Bronski beat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Give me some of it.
Well, the best singles of all time is what's it called?
Ready?
Fade Away, is it? Hometown Boy.
Oh yeah, run away, run
Oh,
away,
no.
run away.
Stick it on Alexa. Hersham Boys.
You
Jump
can't,
69.
you can't, you can't.
At the
Right.
same time.
Oh, right.
Hersham Boys. Sing it then. Hersham Boys. Jump
Yeah.
69.
Hersham boys, Hersham boys.
The Clash.
Lace up boots and corduroys. Hersham boys, Hersham boys.
The Stranglers.
Clash, look at that one. That's got to be from the 1970s, isn't
I
it?
think probably.
That's
Yeah,
a good
they
one.
will be.
Stranglers, I used to like.
What about Frankie Goes to Hollywood?
Oh, wow.
That came a bit later, didn't it, after punk?
And yet another Prince.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
He died some years back, didn't he, Prince?
Yeah, they all
Adam and
did.
the Ants again.
They all did.
He became ill, Adam and the Ants. Adam and the Ants, didn't he?
He was waving a gun around, wasn't he? Did he get arrested?
Apparently in some pub, yeah.
In the pub.
In a pub. I think, yeah. More Prince and Prince yet again. Prince. You got about 10, maybe more Prince albums here, Sean.
So my punk rock was in the 1970s.
Yeah. Do you remember
Right.
Power Starry in Extra Specs?
Yeah.
Sid Vicious.
Sid Vicious.
I did it my way. Batman, Prince. Most of them are Prince, then, aren't they? Really? They're mostly Prince. So you'll have to get a
on your wall.
Prince posters.
massive,
Yeah.
big poster on the wall. Yeah.
The first female I had a crush on, the first female poster.
Debbie Harry.
Yeah, Blondie.
Debbie Harry.
Blondie.
I remember you having Parallel Lines. Was that one the first? That was a CD, though, wasn't it? You were in CDs.
That was back at Appleton Road in Widnes, wasn't
It
it?
was
was,
a tape.
yeah.
I think it was even a tape.
No, I think it was a CD.
CDs weren't out, were they?
No, it was a
Uh,
tape. I remember.
It was records and tapes.
It was a tape.
Clash vinyl is worth big money on eBay.
Oh, is it?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Get that up.
Clash vinyl. What about Prince, though? I thought Prince
Prince was
would
a
be...
bit later, wasn't it? The Stranglers,
No,
Buzzcocks,
no Bowie, no.
Sex
I
Pistols.
don't think you were a David Bowie fan, were you?
Bowie was before my time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ziggy
Oh,
Stardust.
yeah,
Ziggy
yeah.
Stardust.
Yeah.
Well, that came later on. Looking back at it.
I have a Beatles first LP
Yes.
A
and
Beatles LP.
The first.
The
first
what's
and the Rolling Stones
First
first
Rolling Stones album.
what?
Yeah, they are.
You've
worth-
got them.
Yes.
What are they worth?
They're worth,
Well, I don't know.
they're worth
Millions.
not millions.
$1
They're worth
million.
hundreds, not millions.
I got Janis Joplin, her first LP.
I love your choice of cops. I was trying to find a cop
Serial killers.
that didn't have serial killers on it.
That's a breakfast cereal thing.
They're
isn't
from
it?
Crime Con.
Oh, rude words.
Oh, bit too
YouTube-
early in the morning. for
YouTube
this.
community guidelines.
Ziggy doesn't
Community guidelines.
No.
I
Oh, God.
Ziggy.
managed to find two that were
Not obscene, not obscene.
not
cops.
obscene.
No killers or
No
obscenities.
killers are upset.
Well, we like the killers,
There's a
don't we?
grapefruit for Jen.
Thank you.
Do you want some toast? Jerry?
Oh, yes,
Toast?
please.
Should we
Got
get
some
should we get
bread.
Ziggy in?
Get
Yeah,
the
you
Ziggy.
can
Everybody
have
wants to
Some
see
nice
Ziggy.
bread.
Everybody wants to see Ziggy. Do you want some rye bread, Mum?
Yeah,
Any-
nice. Yeah. So what do all your followers like? You know, the records and stuff. They got
What
any-
music do they like? You asking?
Yeah.
My
what-
Mum wants to know what music you like. Put it in the chat. What's that? Let's get you.
And if anybody has any old records,
Any experts on selling old vinyl?
yeah.
You can have sat on a holiday.
Is there any
You
dealers
sat on a
out
holiday.
there?
Yeah.
Holiday.
Yeah, I've got a nice trip to the Maldives.
What, with the Beatles one?
Yeah.
Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Didn't you look up the Rolling Stones one and it
Yeah,
was
it's got a certain letter on it.
Don't.
Some have certain letters on them which
Zoom.
mark them out as different or earlier.
Cadillacs all music.
Zoom.
Sarah is saying, don't delve too deep in the mug cupboard, Barbara.
In the mud cupboard. Oh, this cupboard here.
Yeah.
No.
Mud covered.
Good advice, Sarah.
Who's that? Oh, it's my mum.
That's
Oh, is that
Jen's
Sarah?
mum.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Sarah?
Yeah.
Right, what's-
Hi, Sarah. Look forward to
Yeah.
seeing you tomorrow, yes. On my actual birthday.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, Jen's mum is meeting my mum for the first time.
Yeah, so family get together.
Here we're going for a roast dinner
Yes.
in Bath.
And Bob.
In Bath.
Bob.
Bath.
So we
Bath.
say that.
Are we-
Us Northerners
Are we
say
going to
that.
take the waters in Bath?
Oh, I love Bath. It's beautiful, isn't it? Lovely.
Yeah.
Having a bath in Bath?
I have been to the baths in Bath.
You won't be carrying it.
Yeah. What do you think, Ziggy? What do you
He
think,
likes chatting to the camera.
Dave? Move all that paper out your way.
You can talk to them.
Across all platforms, we've got 300 people watching right now.
Mm.
So where's the
morning.
bread, Sean?
The bread?
Is it in the pantry? No thanks.
No.
Think you want more? No, you got my poster.
Where can you see the chat? Oh, is the chat up going up the side?
Yeah.
Oh, my eyes aren't good enough, I'm afraid.
Here's the German rye bread.
Oh, is this have any fast?
Zoom.
Do you like this? This-
Oh, Peter will be all
It's
right.
really filling.
It'll be fine.
It's got so much nutrition.
It'll put hers on your chest.
So there's your coffee.
Thank you very much.
We've got a surprise tonight from my mum and dad.
So we're doing another breakfast show in the morning.
Tomorrow to update them.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have breakfast outside in the sun tomorrow.
It's a
It's nice out there,
Look
isn't
at
it?
this.
table.
Oh dear me.
They're all Ted Bundy on that one.
Oh, is it outside?
Yeah.
One person.
Yeah.
Who got you that?
Crime Con.
Oh, right, the crime company.
Yeah.
So what happened to him then, Ted Bundy?
Death penalty.
Did he get executed?
They were outside the prison yelling, "Burn, Bundy, burn."
Yeah.
We used to have hanging over here, didn't we?
Mm.
Albert Pierpont, I think, was the last time now. I think he was put off when he hung Ruth Ellis, the lady. That was a crime of passion. She wouldn't be hung anyway in the old days. It was just disgraceful, wasn't it?
Too many innocent people end up getting.
Oh, they do. Mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not get too heavy now.
Yeah, not
It's breakfast
Oh, that's how we go on
conversation.
heavy heated
We don't want to
debate.
debate about capital punishment. Or you can ask your people who you want to
Let's keep it nice,
it.
nice and light. Nice and light.
Do a thing,
A poll.
a poll.
Do you want to sit where I'm sat?
Okay.
Right.
Diggy!
Thank you.
Have you had your breakfast,
Has
Sigmund?
he had his? Not yet.
I've got to pretend to eat it to make him want to eat it. Yum, 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 yum. Ziggy. Yum, 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 yum. Look at this.
This bread is so.
Yum, 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 yum. What's that? Oh,
So you have to feel it.
what's it back?
I'll
What's
bang
it
it
back?
up.
Bread.
Bang it on the edge of the thing. Oh, Diggy!
Like that? No. Oh, love, come on.
Not keen.
He wants his beer mat back.
His beer mat.
Wants to play with beer mat.
And then there was the beer mat collection, Sean.
Yeah.
Talk about
The walls
the
covered.
poo in the water.
Oh my goodness. So Jen has got an anecdote
What?
that she's going to tell the viewers about. And
No,
it's
I'm not telling you about anything this morning.
all right. So basically, when I was complaining about getting ill, viewers.
Blaming my food.
Oh, oh, Kazza wants to be made a moderator on the. No, Kazza is a moderator on the conversation. When I was complaining about getting ill about a month ago, I think it was, I said that Jen was poisoning me, but she forgot to get life insurance, jokingly. I was complaining about Jen's. What have you done? You'd overdosed me on something or other.
Turmeric.
Turmeric.
What had actually happened and what we learned from a journalist at the Cardiff Times is that the local water company down here was delivering water with poo in it.
Yes, poo.
Poo! It got to the point where I was breaking wind every 5 to 10 minutes. If I didn't break wind, I felt like my stomach was going to explode. I was in so much pain. So Jen said, we're scheduled to go to my brother's today and spend time with the family, his brother's partner and the new baby, little baby. And I said, Jen, this is not a good idea because I was breaking wind every 5 to 10 minutes and I couldn't hold it in. I literally could not hold it in. I was in agony if I held it in. And Jen said, oh, they won't mind. Let's just go anyway. Anyway, Jen's run off, so she can't even tell you what happened next.
Oh.
You didn't do
Jen?
You didn't do a wet one.
Do we really want to know?
Yes.
You didn't do a wet one, did you, Sean?
No.
Dear me. How gruesome.
So for about the first 20 minutes or so, I was holding it in.
Oh, God.
And they took us in the back garden, so there was actually room for me to walk to the corner of the garden. So we were like kind of eating near the door.
You didn't do a poo in the corner of the garden.
No, not a poo, but I had to fart, otherwise the pressure was so intense.
Never heard of that before.
I walked to the corner of the garden.
Was this too much turmeric or too much?
No, the tap water had poo in it.
Oh.
Literally, our disgusting council water company, whatever.
It's not the council, it's private.
It's a
house.
private water
Water
company.
It's a private.
It's
house.
private.
Look, they're all. I hate the council and the water company.
Got
'cause-
nothing to do with the council.
No, you understand the council, right?
Yeah.
We've got this skinny bin.
You've changed the subject. You're talking about water.
You don't understand? We've got a skinny bin,
Yeah.
and we asked them for a bigger bin, and they said we couldn't have a bigger bin unless we got 2 kids. So basically, this skinny bin fills. We bought a bin.
Well, you
Oh,
can
that's
pay
not
them, yeah.
right, is it?
No.
We paid for a bin, an extra bin, and they came with our big bin. So we had the skinny bin and said we weren't entitled to the big bin and took the big bin back and didn't give us our money back.
What?
So now we got to fill plastic bags full of rubbish.
Go away.
And when we go to walk for walks in the park,
Oh.
we have to put them in the rubbish bins in the park.
Oh, that's
Oh.
shocking.
Terrible.
Who's your local councillor? You know,
That's
I'm gonna get on to
I'm
him.
going to name and shame them in a minute when I finish the breaking wind story.
Who's which council is it? Not Bristol council.
Bath and North Somerset or something like
Is
that.
it? Wonder, let's have a look. Who it is?
Anyway, back to the breaking the wind story. So we're at Jen's brother's house. We're all having food in the back garden. We're all kind of sat close to the door in like a bit of a canopied area. And I start to feel I'm holding it in for like 20 minutes. There was no wet ones. It was just the noise. They were really loud, so I walked to the corner of the garden. And I tried to do a silent one, but it just exploded. And everybody turned around and looked at me and laughed. And I thought, right, if I can't even go to the corner of the garden, I'm just going to have to sit there with them and let them rip as they come about. And Jen will pick up the story as to what happened next. Sit there, Jen, and tell me.
Sean.
I sat there, didn't I, in front of your brother's partner, the little baby, and I could not hold them in.
No, it was disgusting.
How many came out? There was about 30 or 40 in a row.
It's
Literally, I
loads.
broke wind.
It's a little-
Every 5 minutes, it was like, bam, bam. It's like,
It's a
The Lib Council. And Jacob Rees-Mogg is one of your MPs.
pathetic.
Oh,
This
is it?
council.
Jacob Rees-Mogg?
Jacob
This
Rees-Mogg.
council is the cheapest skate council with a skinny trash can. We tried to buy a big one.
You tried to fool them.
We're literally putting rubbish in park bins right now because it's cheap ass council.
Oh,
It's Bath and North East.
You have to have a word with Ed.
Who is it?
Bath and North East Somerset.
Bath and North East Somerset. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Lib
Do you know how many diapers, how many nappies?
Lib Dems.
Do you know how big this heart full of nappies because this big boy poos all day?
I have to
It's
do.
not right, is it?
No, I've got to do weekly trips.
Pressure you're putting on this family. We have to walk through the park, dropping off diapers and trash cans.
The dog pooping.
Well,
How can you tell when this bread's done? 'Cause it's
Oh,
so
you do have.
black.
You do have. It's so long though.
It's so black.
God, you could
It's so long.
You could build a
Do
wall
half
with
at a
that.
time.
I think it's starting to burn.
It's done. It's done. It's done.
You could build a wall within the
It's
sofa.
so black, I can't tell when it's burned.
ST asked if you followed through with your farts.
Right, Jen. What happened? I tried to do one in the corner of the garden. It was so loud they all laughed at me. I went and sat back down. I'm sat there with Jen and a brother. And what happened next, Jen?
You just looked embarrassed. You looked like you'd done something seriously wrong. And you
They kept coming out explosively, didn't they?
with your face.
Literally. Imagine being at a garden party and you're farting every 5 minutes, really loud, and you can't hold it in or else you feel like you're in agony and your guts are going to explode.
And you
Because
thought,
I was poisoned by the water company. There was poo in the water, we found out.
did you think of lighting them at the time?
Yeah.
Could have.
There's your black bread, your German bread.
Blazing Saddles.
It
That was a cracking film.
was like a scene out of Blazing
Blazing
Saddles.
Saddles. Blazing Assholes.
Well, thanks for forcing me to share that story, Jen.
No. I've never seen him look so horrified.
Horrified.
Yeah, he looked really
Imagine you
embarrassed.
sat there trying to have a meal with people. You just
Look at his face.
What's Daddy doing?
He's making a funny noise, isn't he? You're upsetting Ziggy here.
Yeah.
Shouting. Stop shouting.
This is a noisy breakfast, isn't it?
No,
Have you usually like this, Jen?
no. That's wild.
Oh, Ziggy, Ziggy. Go to Ziggy. Hey, do you want some honey on your toast? Is there any honey on?
We've
Yeah.
got
Got one
guacamole.
in there, got one in there, yeah. Guacamole.
We've got guacamole, avocado, hummus.
Oh, we'll have some of
People
that.
say I don't know how to cook. Look at all this stuff.
It's not
That's
cooking.
guacamole.
What's that, Bud? His daddy had chocolate this morning.
Oh, we're to get to that. We're going to get to that. Get some dark chocolate down
So
there.
it's like Gone with the Wind then, Sean, isn't it?
I was going with the wind for like
Oh,
2
yeah.
hours. Oh, the other thing was,
Mm.
there was a point during the garden party
Avocado or guacamole or something, isn't it? Avocado.
where I had to rush to the toilet twice, thinking I was going to have my ablutions and the breaking wind would end, but nothing would come out other than farts.
You'll be on with me.
Right. Green and blacks, 85% cocoa, intense dark chocolate.
So you're having that for breakfast?
Let's have a quick one.
I don't know if you have.
Did you? Has Sean always been like that, where if he has sugar, he goes mental?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. But he was like that without sugar. He was hyperactive without
So
sugar.
imagine him with the sugar.
So.
Doubly
So
so.
leave that out.
Yeah.
Mental.
Mm.
Mental.
We are. We can see everybody now.
Oh, that's cool.
he was always having accidents, wasn't he? With,
And my name is Harry Worth. What's the other way around?
So, what sort of type of accidents was Sean having?
All right. One of the most famous ones was when he was coming down his grandmother's path, jumping up and down with a pea shooter in his mouth. And he fell down, the pea shooter pierced the roof of his mouth. And it wouldn't stop bleeding, so we had to take him to A&E. I don't know what they did with it. I don't think they stitched it. But in the middle of the night, it started bleeding, oozing again. So I took him back to A&E. I think this happened over a few nights. Eventually, we were going into the abuse register or something like that.
No.
Yeah, something like that, wasn't it?
No, they were questioning us intently, so you know, to make sure we wasn't abusing him.
Well, that's one. And then there was one on the bike where it went down.
Oh yeah, that was on the path again, wasn't it? On tarmac it was,
Yeah.
wasn't it? And you went tumbling over the top of your van.
Head first.
Oh, and this is where you got the thing.
Oh, it's not.
Oh!
What did the doctor say?
Just let me tell.
Oddly enough, this ties into the vinyl. I was excitedly on my bike going to the Witness Music Shop on my bike. I thought I was going off a curb, just a little curb, but actually dropped down and went head first into muck and a bottle.
Was it a tar-like thing?
I got glass and muck, tar-like stuff stuck here.
Embedded.
So we took him to the hospital, and
Again?
they cleaned it up and sent us. The nurse cleaned it off and got as much as she could out and sent us home. But what happened was the skin peeled over, and there was a tar left in. She hadn't cleaned it all out, so there was 2 lines.
And a streak of tar under my
No,
skin.
two lines going down like that, black line. So it looked as though he had permanent runny nose, didn't you?
And the doctor said,
Anyway, I say,
the doctor said, there's 2 options here.
I thought I'm not having this, so I took him back to the doctor, and the doctor said either you, what was it?
He said, and this is the option I preferred, you can just grow a moustache when you're older. And my mum, the other option was to get it surgically removed. And I'm like, I'll grow a moustache when I'm older. And my mum goes, no, you will not. You will thank me when you get older.
Yeah, so I insisted.
Thanks, Mum.
Thank you. I insisted he go to a plastic surgeon, and they reopened it and took all the.
Wasn't it in Liverpool? Harley Street.
And they took all the tar out, and you can't see. There isn't even a scar, is there? No, there isn't even a scar.
No,
is there?
this ugly duckling became a swan.
There was numerous other things. You were hyperactive. When you were little, when you were first running around, people used to dread us coming to the house.
It's good.
Because you'd run around the room, pulling cupboard doors open, pulling the fridge door open.
No.
And just
A nightmare.
Really?
terrorising the place. So
goodness.
this is what you've got to look forward to with Ziggy, isn't it?
Ziggy is the best behaved.
Yeah, he doesn't move now. You just wait till he's running around. That's the. But you were a cute kid. You were really cute.
I'm still a cute kid.
Still okay.
Still a kid.
Oh, you've definitely not grown up. I'll agree with that.
What's the point of growing up?
Well,
Peter Pan, eh?
Can you pass us the honey from in there to put on my toast?
Yeah, which honey would you like? Would you like the regular?
There's some in.
There's 4 honeys here.
Oh, are they all?
Yeah.
Which ones are
Do
all?
you like the runny honey or do you like the thick honey?
Thick, a bit over. Yeah. And a clean knife, please, if you've got it.
Clean knife.
You
Yeah.
don't want to put a buttery knife into the honey.
No, let's have avocado on it.
Oh, we don't want to put that.
There you go.
Do we? No, he was always up to mischief of some kind or other, wasn't
What
he?
about, alright,
Oh,
you've not
tell the
told
tale.
Jen the story of the chicken legs, have you?
Oh, go on, Derek. You tell that one while I'm having my honey. The chicken leg story.
1 second, your mouth's full.
Mm.
I was into punk rock.
Oh God.
I was with my old mate Julian.
We just moved into the house in where we're still living now. It was a new estate. In there like a farmland. And friends and family were coming to have a look at the house. And your friend Joyce came with Julian.
Her son, Julian.
Sean's fellow punk. And we told them to go and play on the estate and come back later. Well, the adults had a drink and so on.
This is a good one, Jen.
And then, after a while, we heard Sean and Julian come in, run up the stairs. Thought nothing of it. Next minute, outside the house, you've seen the old Boris Karloff films where groups of
Frankenstein's castle
with torches at the castle.
Groups
There
of
was
people.
mothers gathered outside, shaking fists at the window in the bedroom upstairs, shaking like that. Sean and Julie are upstairs just pulling faces out. Anyway, we got to the bottom. What happened? We used to have a butcher shop around the corner. They seemed very kind to kids, and he had these old turkey legs at one side. And Sean discovered that the old turkey legs, where are they? Like that. You pull the little, what are they, tendons?
The tendon,
It
yeah.
makes the
Claw come out.
butt, the claws like that. So Sean and Julie would go around the estate chasing the little kids with these horrifying claw things.
We were little kids ourselves.
You're a horrible child.
Well, it was about 1980, so it's 12-ish, 11-ish. All the little kids. So the mothers came round to the house because the kids ran in, were frightened, terrified at this horror thing going on, and demanded retribution.
Retribution!
And what did you do?
What did we do? We just told them to go away. Kids will be kids, I think it was in the end. It was a fantastic little thing to do, though, wasn't it?
Oh, it was so funny seeing all these mothers looking up at the roof.
So what about you, Jen, in your childhood?
Yeah.
I was the most behaved child. in the
No.
world. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
come on.
I was perfect.
Come on.
I bet you if we had your mum here, she'd tell us a different
Oh,
story.
we get the stories
If you remember
tomorrow.
in the chat, you
Is your
might.
mum in the chat? Sarah, are you still there? Was she the perfect child?
I was the perfect child. I think my teenage years I became worse, but I think I was relatively well behaved as a child.
Yeah.
And then as a
You weren't there to
teenager,
share any fellow.
I was a horrible
Pals or anything.
teenager.
Mm.
Yeah.
Most teenagers are horrible, aren't they?
Yeah, horrible. I've got all that to look
Oh, they
forward
go
to.
through a horrible phase, don't they, where they...
Really?
Mm. You've got all this to come with Ziggy, John.
Yeah.
What do you mean? He's always going to stay cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, famous last words.
If you've got any questions for my mum and dad, please put them in the chat wherever you are watching this in the world. We've got almost 500 people watching across all platforms right now. We get a lot on Twitter where we're not shadow banned anymore, thanks to Elon.
We're not camera shy because we do extra work, don't we?
Yeah.
We're extras.
My dad was in the Savile series, wasn't he?
Oh, the Reckoning, yeah.
Reckoning.
Not seen, though. It was a cracking series. Well, difficult. But he was really good, wasn't he, Steve Coogan? He was really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
He was.
Is it out yet?
We watched it.
Oh, we watched it.
Yeah,
Of course.
we
Yeah,
watched.
oh, God, my memory.
What Ziggy had for breakfast today?
Porridge.
Porridge!
Like his grandparents.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Look how I cooked my cheese on toast, Mum. Got all these peppers, tomatoes,
Very healthy.
pumpkin seeds. People say I can't cook.
Well, looks very healthy, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Jen's always mocking me for not being able to cook.
Mocking.
Yeah.
Doing the mocking, right?
Yeah.
Ziggy's watching you there. Do you want a piece of cheese on toast, Ziggy?
See, they said I can cook cheese on toast very well, Jen.
I mean, it's years of practice.
Every day of my life. Cheese on toast, cheese on toast, cheese on toast.
Actually, it's
No.
nice, this
The
dry
amount of
bread.
cheese
isn't
has
it?
gone up over the years.
Yeah, so we've got a question from ST.
Mm.
Did Sean get particular about food
Oh.
and chemicals before or after prison?
What about the Fruit Loops?
Sean was when he was a child, he was really fussy about his food.
Call it Fabby.
And he went, it's our fault because we gave in to him and we shouldn't have, really. But he went through a phase where he would only eat chips and fish fingers. And I remember we went going all around holiday resorts. We went to Blackpool one time. We were going in and out of cafes, asking,
Have you got fish fingers?
And if they didn't, we'd have to go out. I mean, talk about pandering to a child.
Pandering, doing the pandering.
Yeah.
Not good to pander.
And then there was the
The verb to
you
pander.
tell the Fruit Loops one.
Well, we weren't there. It's when Sean went to America to stay with. You went with your grandmother Ed, didn't you?
Yeah,
You stayed with Marty and Alan and so on. And you went to Las Vegas with them. And this is late at night driving to Las Vegas because the only thing you would eat at that time in
Fruit
America
Loops.
was Fruit Loops. The other peculiar thing was Sean refused to have a shower.
Why?
He did have a shower, but he had it fully clothed. He's aged about 12 then, I think, maybe. He
This
wouldn't
was
take
in
his clothes
America,
off.
was it?
In America, yeah. Wouldn't have a shower. Apparently, this is what we're told. Only if he's fully clothed.
Must have been showering.
I remember we used to try this out.
Mm-hmm. No, but he didn't. He started to become a bit obsessed. He went on a health
What's that,
thing
The
before.
weird
he
thing
went
is,
to
it was sixth form college, wasn't it?
Mm,
I'd get bananas and nuts and yogurts. I just started to get
into
into like healthy food naturally as a
And then
teenager.
weightlifting started.
Weightlifting, watched too many Rambo movies.
Oh, I used to spend hours in the garage doing
With
that.
Boris the
He
Spider.
virtually changed
Yeah.
his shape, though, didn't he? Because he was a long thing, straight up and
He
down.
did do the
And
miraculous
he
transformation.
spent hours in the garage doing weightlifting.
But I've never gained any weight, like almost in my entire life, until Ziggy, carrying Ziggy around. I've gone up 2 inches on my chest.
Well, it's not surprising. I can't pick him up. He's too soft.
Right, some questions have come in. So we've got one.
Quickly, let the audience know if it's better.
Probably better do that prior to the next one, Jen.
Are you sure?
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Might lose.
Well, it will take a second.
We're going to test the new microphone, see if it's better. We'll put it in the middle.
Right.
Right, give us your opinion in the chat.
People saying they can't hear.
Let's see if this works. We just got a
It's
better
just
one.
too
Put it in
echoey.
the middle.
It's a booming voice over here.
Have you put?
There. So,
What are we on now? We're on the normal microphone.
yeah.
No sound, no sound.
Can everyone hear us now?
Is the sound now? Is it back? Hello, hello? No sound.
No, that's from before.
I've got it turned up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, back.
Okay.
Back now.
I'll try
Was
this
this
now.
on the old one?
Back on the old one. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got into your health kick, didn't you?
I did. There was a few questions here. Let's have a look. There was one for Jen from Miss Daisy. Are you going to do a clothing line for kids?
I would love to at some point, like an organic one. Again, organic cotton.
If people didn't know, Jen used to have an organic cotton clothing company.
And so what he's wearing today is organic cotton, this tie-dye thing, and I'd love to do stuff like that. Because it's really soft and it washes well, doesn't it? What's that? But maybe one day.
It looks really comfortable.
It is. It washes really well.
Yeah.
Soft. So that's what you want for your puppies, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to see that? He wants to see.
He loves the screen, doesn't he?
I know.
He's going to be a star, aren't you? You are a star, aren't you, Ziggy?
There we go.
You make clothes out of bamboo as well, Jen.
Yeah, they do bamboo, organic cotton, hemp. So there's loads of different varieties you can get.
I suppose it's probably a difficult process with bamboo, maybe.
Yeah, there was, we were watching a thing about it. There was
Yeah.
this guy who made everything
In
out of
Thailand,
bamboo. In
Sue
Thailand,
Perkins does
yeah.
travel
there's loads
show.
of bamboo grows over there.
Making houses with bamboo instead of steel.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's all, and it's all biodegradable, isn't it, as well? So it's better for the environment.
I've got a question for Derricus then.
Mm-hmm.
Viewers, do you want to hear the story of my first arrest?
Right.
Let's put this on here.
You were sixth form at that point, Charlie.
No, this is before sixth form.
Oh, you were driving. I'm on a
Oh, no!
that arrest.
Yeah, that one.
That
Yes,
arrest.
yes,
I
yes.
forgot the first one with PC Seville.
PC
Oh,
Seville.
Oh, Ian, he might be out there.
you might be watching, mightn't you?
One nice Sunday afternoon, police car pulled up to the house, and a policeman came to the door. I recognised him because I knew PC Ian Seville is a very nice man. So we got your Sean down the cells. He's been a naughty boy.
How old was I? About 10, 11, 12?
It was with John, cousin
We'd
John.
moved up to Hillview,
Yeah, it's
so
not-
he was
not
12.
12,
He
yeah.
was 12, yeah.
He's down the
12.
cells. He's been breaking and entering into the old Vine chemical factory, which was abandoned. He went in the. Did he go actually inside the building? Can't remember.
So, just having an adventure as a kid,
Right.
we went to this chemical manufacturing building.
Vine chemicals.
The chemicals like bright blue and pink and orange and red, and we were just covered. We were basically walking down the street after we'd been in this building, covered
Oh, man.
in bright chemicals.
So they knew where you'd been.
So we've got him in the cell. We're just giving him a frightener. He's not really under arrest, but he made out to be his first arrest in the end.
I think
In
they
fact-
didn't they give you
They took us in, didn't they try and scare us in the
That was the
cell?
idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
It was to put you off ever wanting to go, you know, give
But it
you
never
a fear
worked.
of
That's
that.
yeah, that's it. It didn't work that way.
As
It
Ian
didn't
Seville said,
work.
the idea was to stop you committing any crime and so on, which worked very well.
But this isn't the end of this story, because the crazy thing is, when I got out of prison in 2007 from American for ecstasy case, and I went to some pub in Widnes,
You did a boot
there
tour.
was a DJ in the pub. There was a DJ part of Halton FM, and the DJ was Seville.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was my first ever arresting officer. Yes.
I mentioned that
And
too.
he's a
on
follower.
the earlier.
He's a follower of you now.
Well, he's been on your podcast, Sean, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was on the podcast.
He was.
He,
Yeah.
he had a lot of purple Aki stories.
Oh, did he?
Oh,
Yeah. He arrested Purple Aki at one point.
Right.
Yeah.
But then there was the other arrest, which was more serious.
You need to have in mind you have your breakfast. Is it ready, your breakfast?
Let's
Ooh, that must sit your
Do you remember the knife one?
Oh, the knife in the car, yeah. I had an old car.
Sean was driving his mum's old car, and unfortunately, it had an oil leak, was it?
An oil leak.
It had an oil leak, and the bonnet wouldn't open. So I found out that if you had a big long kitchen knife, you could push it under the bonnet and release the catch that way. I didn't know that Sean was carrying the knife around in the car for topping up the oil. So again, in the middle of the night, the police rang and said, "How does your son open the bonnet of his car?" I said, "With a kitchen knife. Why do you ask?" He's always under arrest because there's a local serial killer been knocking about.
A serial killer?
At the time. And you know, as a teenage lad, and Peter Manny was with him at the time. Sadly missed Peter.
Wild man.
And because I answered the question correctly, they let it go. But they came to the house and searched your
Oh,
room
we searched
Thoroughly.
everywhere.
for God knows what.
I was a suspected serial killer as a teenager.
The knife was huge.
Was it?
It had to be a big one to
When you
release the
think
catch.
about it, we were very naive letting him go take a knife.
No, we didn't know he had the
Oh,
knife.
didn't we?
Oh, no. I didn't think he'd take the knife off, because when you top it at the oil, you do it at home, maybe. Not while you're driving around. I didn't realise that. The holy cow.
So you had a baby with a suspected teenage serial killer?
Oh my god. Suspected.
You really burned that bread.
Yeah,
didn't
it's
you?
awful.
He's gone over
Really
the top
bad.
of it.
I wasn't paying attention.
Let the granddaughter.
Yeah.
Yes, so we had quite an eventful childhood.
What is your most fondest memory of Sean then? A nice one.
There's some happy ones.
There's some,
but it's still
couple.
up to mischief. When we went camping years ago,
Oh,
we had
this
this
is a
big
funny
frame
one.
tent. And Sean always, when we put the tent up, we said to Sean, go out and make some friends and take Karen with you and get pals and so on. He always did that. So he run off and eventually down the bottom, the campsite was surrounded by a big hedge, like for the windbreak. And Sean's in the corner of this field near the hedges with a group of kids somewhat smaller than him, and they're all picking things off this hedge with cardboard boxes and dishes and putting things in. We couldn't see what they were doing. So we get them in, give them the evening scram where we were giving the meal, and after a while it starts to go down. We started hearing screams from the other tents. Screams from the mothers in the other tent. Again, mothers. Not fathers necessarily, but the mothers. So what it was, these fabulous bloody snails were growing,
Snails.
real shells, attractive.
Well, they were all different colours.
All
the
different
shells.
colours. So
Yeah.
all the kids had took them back to their own respective
They're all like
tents.
buckets.
Put
They've
them in
been
the
going
corner,
round
And
collecting.
they crawled out and we were going up the side of the tents.
Oh my god. Did you know that was going to be?
No.
No.
It was just a nice thing to show to have this group of people down.
We got
kids
to
down
heave up
there.
premeditated criminal child genius.
Yeah.
To have the snails
Oh,
crawling.
it just made friends easy. That's what it was, and it was hilarious.
You always made friends very easy.
I don't think
As soon as we
were held responsible for that. I
No.
don't think the others came to
As
this.
soon as we arrived at the campsite, the cricket stumps would go up and kids had come from
Yeah.
all around and
Yeah,
play. So you were always charismatic.
you just have that way.
We got some questions coming for you. Lisa, Super Lisa wants to know, how have they coped with all of your arrests?
Oh.
With a great deal of difficulty, actually. Yeah, it's not easy, is it?
Well, when he was a child, they were all just,
That
it was
was
just
easy.
minor, it was just normal kid things, wasn't
You're
it?
on about the serious
But
ones.
the
different.
actual arrest, it was
Hard.
hard.
You give us a hard time.
Really did,
One of the
but that's the
books.
name of his book, isn't it?
Oh.
Hard time, and it was a hard time, believe
Yeah.
you me.
It was eye-opening. You know,
Well,
it
we're not-
really was.
But
No?
anyway, he's come through, the main thing is he's come through it and he's completely rehabilitated
Oh, yeah.
himself and he's made something positive out of something very negative.
Mm.
And we're
Yeah.
both very proud of him.
Oh, thank you. I'm proud of
Everything
you.
he's done.
So
Yeah.
what would you do if Ziggy got arrested?
There you
Yeah.
go.
She went for
Depends what for, doesn't it?
Oh, that's the wrong answer. That's the wrong answer right there.
Yeah.
Well, it does depend what for.
I don't
Okay,
know.
a bit like shoplifting.
You don't like to think of it, do you?
Like shoplifting,
Yeah.
as like a teenager.
Yeah.
Sean leaves his crust, by the way.
I've learned, haven't
That's
I?
why he's got no hair.
I will just we'll have a word with him. I think that's something a lot of kids do. It shouldn't be criminalised for that.
I don't think they do now. They just like give them a bit of a fright
It's
stare
like
and
arrest,
go,
yeah.
yeah.
They don't even do anything now
Me
unless
and
it's over
one time,
£1,000.
15 quid.
Yeah. But one time people used to get a criminal record for just the slightest thing in there.
Sean,
You know.
Sean interviewed someone, I think it was John Hilton, who his first arrest was stealing a hammer from a hardware store,
Mm.
and he ended up going to like a child's institution
Oh
or
my
prison
God.
or something, and that mucked up his that
Like
set
a
the
boss or
tone.
Set
something like
his-
that.
Set him on the
How
path
old
of
is he, this guy?
criminality.
How
Yeah.
old was he, this bloke?
Well, when Sean interviewed him, he's in his 90s.
Oh,
so
it would have been Borstal then, probably.
yeah.
And that's what they mixed with other criminals and then
Learn the
they
tricks.
learned the trade and became hardened criminals.
Yeah.
I think that's why they realise now they don't put young kids. You know, they give them, I think they give you a few chances before they do anything like
Oh, thanks, JR. JR says, been inspired. It's not a matter of circumstances, it's what you choose to do with the cards you're dealt with.
No, philosophical.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's all different, lot of different reasons people go into crime, isn't there? Really.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at with Jen. It definitely depends on the. If Ziggy commits a crime, depends on the crime, doesn't it? How we judge.
What about Grand Theft Auto? So he steals the car.
My car.
Your car.
10 years.
You'll have to bang him one, and then he won't steal yours. Won't he, Ziggy? Oh, poor little Ziggy. What's life in store for you,
I
love?
might have a motorbike, might he?
Yeah. No.
Precious baby boy.
No.
No.
Tired,
Oh,
She was a teenager in leathers, can't you?
Jen's sister keeps winning motorbikes in competitions.
Motorbike.
She ran a competition, do it.
So there's this, it's on YouTube actually, and Facebook, it's called the Giveaway Guys Club. And you buy these like raffle tickets, about £1, and you can, I think my sister bought 14 of these raffle tickets, and they're limited numbers, and you can win like a TV, like some nice hair stuff, holidays, money, motorbikes. And twice she's won brand new motorcycles.
God.
She's won one for her and one for her partner. They're both
Yeah.
into their bikes, and she won £1,000 at Christmas.
Ooh, what's this competition? It sounds
know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, but no, we can get it.
This
So,
is your sister, Jack.
yeah, she's really lucky. She won 3
Yeah.
times. with
Does
the
she do a
giveaway
lot
guys.
of competitions then? Does she do them all the time?
She's not a competition
for that.
do because some people
Because
do
some
it.
people
like
just
Oh, yeah, some
do
people
them
do
all
it.
the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A lot of averages says that you will
If you do so many,
eventually
that's a
if you
different
do
thing. It's
so
just
many.
like luck, isn't it? But
Yeah.
I think he's
Very
tired
lucky.
again, I think.
Yeah.
Nikki says, good morning, Attwood family.
Good morning, Nikki. Did you say?
Morning,
Morning.
Nicky.
ST says Ziggy will be a good boy, he's not going to get arrested.
Yeah. We
You
agree with
never
that.
know.
Yeah,
We hope.
And Miss Daisy says Ziggy is ready for a nap.
he is.
He
ready
is.
for us now.
Ah,
Yes.
You're gonna hold him, Miss Daisy,
Because
while you.
Spitty's
reach
dummy
out.
out. Spitty's dummy out.
Daddy.
Oh,
He's doing his Benzie backwards.
does that mean he's tired?
Yeah.
Oh, God. You're
Oh,
doing a
yeah.
back bend, aren't you, Ziggy? Hey? It's going to be a yogi like his dad, aren't you? Ziggy. Oh, God. Oh,
He's so big and heavy.
it's so big. I couldn't stand up with it. He's so heavy, I couldn't stand up. Zig, Zig. Is Daddy going to get you now?
Oh, ziggy.
Zig, Zig.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Mama.
God.
Oh.
Pull the neck.
Oh,
Have you had him weighed lately?
We did do so at the baby store the other day.
Oh,
and
come on,
he
love.
was-
Come on.
What was it? Nearly 15 kilograms.
Is that
26 to 29 pounds around there.
Yeah.
And he's a few centimetres
That's
taller than normal
A few
babies.
bags of potatoes, that
His
is.
age.
Yeah.
A few bags.
As soon as he's running round, he'll go.
He's
and
wearing
lose the
nothing
weight.
else.
Yeah.
All these stairs, they go up and down though. You'll have to have gates all over the place.
Well, we've got two to go up so far, but yeah, there's going to be, you can leave them every floor.
Yeah. We did
You
that
bet you
one.
didn't think of that, did you?
No.
Do you know, I didn't think of stairs. No, when we were viewing properties, I probably would have got a bungalow. You know what I know now.
Yeah.
Next one, hey. But
Yeah.
no.
Lots of stairs there, isn't there?
Yeah, that's why I don't want to get a
Exercise is
small
good, but,
dog. It'd be jumping up and down.
Yeah,
the
you have
stairs.
to get a long-legged dog, a greyhound
Like
or
lots.
something.
Imagine a little sausage dog here.
How did Lottie get on here when she visited?
She
Oh,
loved
yeah.
it.
Was she going up the stairs, no problem?
Yeah, she was up and down.
She's big.
Okay.
long legs.
When she first encountered the stairs,
This is our daughter's, Sean's
she had to be carried up
sister's,
and down. didn't
Karen's dog.
Oh.
She didn't go,
She's
she
got,
was big, she was frightened.
It's a
Like
like,
the stairs.
it's a cross between a Labrador and a German Shepherd, isn't she?
Lots
Yeah.
of big white.
Very well behaved.
And she's a.
You liked having Lottie here, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you?
She did
Very
get
well
out
behaved.
and
Did
start.
she?
going down the road, and a dog walker brought her back to the front
Oh,
door.
wow. She?
God, man.
Yeah, so went for a little wander
Mm.
one of the days. But there's a Labrador who lives a few doors down, an old one who will sit at the end of the drive. You might see him over
Yeah.
the weekend, like guarding the road. He's a nice dog. Though.
She was probably going down
Yeah.
there to say hello to
Say
her.
hello, yeah.
But she likes other dogs and she likes
Yeah. 11
playing
o'clock
with it.
now.
I think we're going to get a dog this month.
Oh,
Oh, you're
my
a glutton
word.
for punishment.
Good
Yeah.
God.
We said once the tour is over.
Really?
Yeah.
And who's going to mind the dog when you're doing things?
Me. I'll be at home full time with the dog.
To get a little saddle on the dog for Ziggy.
Yeah.
So what kind of dog do you want?
I don't know. A medium dog.
Medium size?
Yeah. They've got the
You wanna see it, Jen?
hypoallergenic.
What about a spaniel?
Spaniels
Or a
are
Springer
nice. Or
Spaniel?
a King Charles Cavalier. They're nice.
Oh,
Did they get
yeah.
on stairs or King Charles?
Oh, really small, King Charles.
Oh, yeah.
Really little, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would love to get a Boston Terrier again. That's what Boomer was up there. But that's her when she was a puppy. She was tiny.
Is that one of those with big
You've
mouth?
got off the screen, Jen.
Oh, I've got a swing.
Go back where you
Oh, is
was.
that the cup with Boomer on it?
Yeah.
I wondered what that was. I didn't know
So-
what it was.
They
Yeah,
can
I've
get
never
upstairs
seen
quite easily because they've got long legs.
that
And they're really nice. Sean Paul shouted me the other week, like I was down here in the kitchen and all I heard was Jan. I was thinking there was an emergency. Went running up the stairs and he's at the front door with this gorgeous Boston Terrier called,
Yeah.
what was its name?
Really nice people, aren't they?
Yeah, he pulled him over from the park. Sean likes to make friends outside, doesn't he? Pulled him over from the park and they had this gorgeous boy Boston. I want to say it was a name beginning with B, like Boomer.
Let's have a look at the photo, Sean.
Oh,
Is that
that's
him
Boomer
up
as
there?
a puppy. That.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but she was smaller. They are black and white generally, but that's her tiny one. When she was,
Oh.
they're quite small like that when they
Oh,
they
God,
go like
that's
that.
cute, isn't it?
Where's its face? Can't see.
There's his face.
So
There's Boomer.
Oh, yeah, that's it, yeah.
I think, can they see it?
the Boomer,
The Boomer.
That was Jen's dog.
yeah, that was her as a pup. God. And yeah, no, I think they're just well mannered around kids. And
Are
they're
they?
just
Yeah.
so they have bursts of energy
Hmm.
and then generally they're quite calm.
Mm.
So they'll go scatty and like go running around the house and then 5 minutes
That's what
later.
Lottie's like, isn't she?
Yeah. So
Goes
You don't
mad.
want one that needs too much walking and stuff, do you? Too
No.
much attention.
whereas they need a good hour walk a day, but
Yeah.
Casper, wee Boomer, I know she was great. So I definitely would love another Boston Terrier. I got
Boston
her here
Terrier.
in Bristol actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, years ago. So
What was that one really nice? It was a spaniel, but it was a short haired. It was a Springer Spaniel, but it had smooth hair. It must
Oh,
have been
yeah,
bred
yeah.
to have smooth hair, and also it had the temperament.
Did it have a specific name? I can't remember.
Yes,
type?
I can't remember. I can't
Okay.
remember what it was. It was like a minky colour,
Oh.
really lovely minky colour.
Different.
So yeah, just a nice, well-mannered dog.
Mm.
So
Table manners and
I don't get
table manners.
Sit quietly while you have
But they're
your
a
meal.
bit of a status symbol, aren't they, dogs now, really?
I think a lot of people
God.
got dogs during COVID and then
Figured out that they actually are
didn't
quite
want
hard
them
work.
and took
Yeah.
them.
They're very expensive, aren't they?
So-
Dogs for life, not just for Christmas.
No,
they
the
say,
old cliche.
I
so.
think I'd get a rescue one if I was getting one.
I would love to. I thought about that.
But with a baby, you don't
Can't.
know. You don't know what
Can I
the
get a
history.
little one?
You don't know what the
With-
history is with
so-
that rescue,
No.
do you?
Yeah, you don't know how if they
If they've been
will
abused or
and they
whatever.
can react.
My mum's got a rescue cat, a depressed,
Oh, Harry.
depressed Harry.
Oh, he's not. He's lovely, Harry.
It's just a ginger.
He's a ginger Tom.
And
a
they always look cranky, don't
a
they?
ginger Tom cat.
They do, they have that cranky look, don't they? That's
Oh,
just
the
what it is.
little boy's falling asleep on me.
Yes.
Ziggy, ziggy,
ziggy.
Asleep
Got
now,
put him up
isn't
in
he?
his cot.
Yeah.
So every time he falls asleep. So Ziggy's just spent the past 2 nights, not co-sleeping, but in his cot bed, and he loves it. There's no complaints there. That wasn't difficult at all. I thought it was going to be.
He might be able to sleep better, because he's,
Yeah,
it
he
might get
does,
too hot in the bed.
Yeah.
Since he was born, Jen slept with him every night. And it's only 2 nights ago he moved into his cot.
Yeah, and he's good. He
Well, he was
doesn't watch
ready
out.
for it, then,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
But they
Yeah.
say
Independence.
there's 2 theories, isn't there? There's the theory of the co-sleeping, whereby they feel nurtured and protected and skin on skin and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Versus the theory of what happened to me. My mum and dad put me right in a cot straight
Oh, there
away.
you go. Yeah.
Cruelty.
Cruelty.
It's all our fault. Blame us.
All the crimes and
That's why you
misdemeanors.
turned out how you did.
But back then, because you guys were just teenagers, weren't you?
Yeah.
When you
Kind
had
of,
kids.
yeah, kind of.
And they told you that if the baby was in the same bed as you, you'd roll over on it and crush it.
There is a possibility of doing that with a newborn baby.
Yeah,
But they're
you can
very
do.
tiny, aren't they?
Yeah.
And we didn't have a huge
Yeah.
bed.
With Ziggy, we had
We
the.
had a
didn't have,
huge
we didn't
baby
have
as well.
king size. We didn't
No
have
king size
size
bed in those
beds in
days.
those.
Just about fit us in the bed.
3 of us in a single bed.
Oh my god, you got a single bed?
No, we had a double
No.
bed, but it was just a regular double bed.
Well, that was the house
Not
with the
like-
ghost in. We had a ghost.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't start
Jen's,
talking
No,
about
you can't talk about that.
Jen's had to have counselling for ghosts.
Oh.
So we won't talk
We
about
don't
that.
bother with that story.
Been through 20 plus. I think it must be about 20 hypnotherapy sessions.
Oh,
of
excellent.
So don't
both.
talk
I will
about
bring
that.
that up then.
It was spooking in here because it's an old house. I started
Yeah.
spooking myself.
And it's quite
out.
gothic looking, isn't
Well, you
it?
can get the
house?
local priest round to do an exorcism.
Why? I've got Sean here. Sean would
You turned to ghost.
Well, when we moved into the house in Appleton Road, the local priest came round, the Catholic priest, and he insisted on doing a blessing, didn't he?
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. That's what
Yeah.
they do. That's what
Yeah.
We were members of the local Catholic.
It wasn't an
Church,
exorcism, it
No,
was
it
just a
wasn't.
blessing.
No, but if you're worried.
I know. Well, me and the therapist did talk about contacting the local priest, but she goes,
Yeah.
"Have you actually seen anything?" I said, "No." And she goes, "How long have you been there now?" I said, 3 months. I said, "The only thing I've seen is what was it? A plant, one of the leaves on one of my big plants. I walked past it though, like 2 minutes earlier. But you know when they spring up, back up, I just seen that at the corner of my eye, and I shot round. And I was like,
Well, they
Oh my
can
God,
do
oh
that
my God.
plants, can't they?
"But they can do."
And you just watered it.
I just walked past it.
You're going to see a ghost whether you like it or not, Jim, by the sound of
No,
it.
she
How's
said
that, Jen?
it to me. She said, if there was a ghost in your house, you would be the first person to see it because you're on edge, and you haven't." And I said, "No," and she goes, "There you go." Like, I said, "No, I don't get a vibe like there's anything here.
Jen,
It's just my
There's
mind."
no ghosts here. We
No,
know.
no.
We know.
No.
No, we know. We have that.
We're ghost
We have that
watchers.
spirituality.
Ghost
We can
Are
catchers.
you?
Oh yeah.
So you're
Don't
very
forget, I was an altar boy for 3 years. I've got the fluence.
So you know. See, what sense did you
No, there's no sign of
But
anything.
you could do the exorcism then.
I
if
could.
You were an altar
Not
boy.
only was I an altar boy,
You
but I
could
kissed
say
the bishop
some
ring
prayers.
as well.
Oh,
The future
wow.
candle, the other ring they have. When I was
No
an altar boy, I
problem.
came round, let all the altar boys kiss his ring, which is
No
nice.
Oh
problem.
my god.
There's no double entendre intended.
There you
though.
are. Get the holy water out.
Ex Dominus Deus expungus.
In nomine Patris, Filius, Spiritus Sanctus.
We might have
Rocks
religious. We might have
No offence intended.
no offence intended to anybody who is religious.
Oh,
No offence.
Yeah.
Everybody to their own. Yeah.
but
Is he gonna sleep then?
yeah,
Is
he's got that.
Let's see what they're saying in the chat.
Because it's time for us to go, isn't it?
Kaz is saying aye, right, Derek?
What?
Super Lee's saying dogs are hard work.
They also,
Spaniels are intelligent.
Yes. Yeah.
when you get a dog, I feel you've got to sacrifice the first month of your life to training
Are
it.
you getting a puppy? Would you
Yeah.
get
Are
a
you
puppy?
a good trainer of dogs then, Jen?
I think I
You're a
am.
dog whisperer.
Boomer got a pair of my flip-flops. She chewed it once, not these ones, but chewed it once. I sprayed this disgusting spray on them, so it tasted awful, and she never chewed anything again.
Right. So you don't have to
Ah.
punish them per se, you can just make it horrible.
But
Make it horrible.
that's like putting that nasty tasting stuff on kids' fingers so they stop.
How do you,
That's exactly. Did you just fart?
No!
It did!
I did not!
Oh.
You're covered.
Stop.
You don't
Poo
really want the
water.
farts again.
Poo
Jen,
water.
how do you get the dog to stay by your side as you're walking along?
So you train them with the lead first, and so what you do is you pull the lead very tight, and start walking. Every time
Just
they
walking
try
with
to
the
pull,
lead tight.
yeah, every time they try to pull ahead, you stop, like still,
Right.
and then they'll stop, and they'll be like, "What are you doing?" And you wait till they're behind you, and then you start again. And
It works.
it's a real slow process, but you can do
Right, it
it.
takes a long time.
But
It
dogs-
works.
Hitting dogs and shouting at them does nothing.
Doesn't do anything.
So
No.
the
Right.
best way, if a dog's being naughty, is you go like put them in their bed and ignore them, because all that a dog wants is to be
attention.
loved and to be
Yeah.
attention. So if you're not giving them attention, they're like, "What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?" But then you overpraise them for the things they've done well. Obviously, like, "Oh my God, that's great, it's great."
Right.
But then when they're naughty, I used to, if Boomer did something naughty, I wouldn't listen. I'd go pick her up, put her in her bed, and ignore her. She'd get out, she'd start creeping over. I'd go pick
Oh,
her up,
keep on the back.
put
Oh,
her
I
back
see.
in the
How
bed.
did she associate that with the naughty
Punishment sort of thing.
behaviour?
Not,
You know, because it's after.
yeah.
Does she associate that with?
No, she just knew that if I won't go to your bed, that
Yeah.
means she's been bad.
Right.
So the bed
Sort
was
of,
seen as a space of like the naughty step for a child.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like that space was, although she even used to sleep in my bed, that space of the bed.
You can
I
have
loved
Siggy
her.
in the bed, the
Oh,
dog in the
I
bed.
wanted to, yeah, I love it. You watch what we'll come upstairs, there'll be no Sean, there'll just be dogs everywhere. Like, dogs in the bed. Like, I didn't see anything wrong with
You've
that.
got another surprise coming, Mum.
Have I? For my
Yeah, I
birthday.
think- I
There
think
isn't
it
my
was your
birthday.
I've got to just nip out and get it. It'll take me
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Right.
Right.
And then we'll present it to you on camera.
Let
You guys
me
can
use
keep
the
talking for that
toilet.
long.
Yeah. Do you want your
You have
birthday
to stay here,
presents
keep-
today?
You have to
Oh,
stay
might
here and
as
keep them
well, might
talking.
as well,
Or do you
yeah.
want them tomorrow on your birthday?
Oh, we may as well have it
Let's
today.
do it.
We may as well have it today, whatever.
Okay.
Because
It can
I
be
mean-
recorded for posterity, can't it?
All right, then
I
you
mean,
can come in and
fancy-
interview them while I go and get the surprise.
fancy forgetting your birthday though.
Almost-
Forgetting your birthday mix.
You got the days wrong.
600 people watching right now around the world.
That is, it is
Yeah.
definitely a senior moment, isn't it, when you
Gonna
forget?
put Ziggy
We
down.
had the
You
days
forget
wrong,
you-
didn't we? We had the days mixed up.
Little boy.
Oh, so I'm getting birthday presents.
I put happy
Yeah,
birthday on.
you're going to get live birthday presents,
It's exciting.
isn't it?
I've already had one, haven't I?
Jen's going to put the baby down, sit here, and I'm going to nip out and get you a surprise. So Nikki's saying, my dog sleeps in my bed too. Oh my goodness, babies and dogs.
Under the covers or on top?
Kaza, is this on Sean's channel too? Kaza, today we've just gone on the family channel and we're on Twitter, X, and we're on Facebook. And we've got almost 600 watching, loads on Twitter where we're not shadow banned. Yeah,
So shadow banned on YouTube.
we just don't get as much
Promotion.
I think we've got about 200,000 followers on Twitter.
200,000.
Yeah, and we've got about 500 people watching on Twitter right now. We've got 200,000 followers on Facebook and only about 20, 30 people on Facebook. So we're shadow banned on Facebook.
How does it work then?
Gemma, so the algorithm, they all have an algorithm, don't they?
Mm.
So if you've said things in the past, like Epstein's kind of stuff,
It kicks in.
it kicks in, yeah.
Mm.
Gemma Brooks on Facebook, tea with 2 sugars for me, please.
It's not like, on Facebook, I'm plugging my book here now, because know
Yeah.
I've written a book, don't
Oh,
you?
Barbara's written the book.
Blue Plastic Cow.
My mum's written a book about the search for her
Do you have a
natural
copy now?
mother, which took her decades, this search, and that's why she wrote a book about it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, when we're selling the book, we do book sales at different places, little pop-up stalls, And people are always saying, they come and say, "Oh, I've seen that on Facebook." You know, and that it happens so many times. I think it must. Do they promote it? Does that mean that Facebook are promoting
It
it?
just means you've probably posted it on Facebook and they've seen the post.
Yeah.
Because Facebook's pay to play, which
Right.
means you have to pay them to promote your stuff.
Right.
It's like it's called boosting a post.
Just the way you've
You'll
done
have
it
to
yourself.
go and get them with a boot out
What
in
are
the
they?
car. In the car, and I'll just show
I'll
it.
nip and get one
I
of
don't
those
want to go
books.
on and on about it.
Sean, members have lost their green names. What is that on my channel? I'll have to have a look at that. Members have lost their green
Green
names.
names.
What does that mean?
People who pay for memberships have lost their
Oh.
green names.
Oh.
Right, we will get that looked at today. Thank you. And we're going to put the link for the mum's book. So your book, mum, is called?
Blue Plastic Cow, One Woman's Search for a Birth Mother. I was adopted, and what it is, it's about my search for my birth mother. But it's not a misery memoir. There's funny stuff in it as well. It's a good read. It's got
Yeah.
loads of reviews on Amazon, 5-star reviews, and
Yeah.
everyone who reads it seems to like it.
It's
Anyway.
got loads of reviews on Amazon, hasn't it?
Yeah, 280 something.
Not bad. What year was it published?
Oh, I can't remember now. But yeah, so it's doing well. Yeah, and what it is, I called it Blue Plastic Cow because when my birth mother had to part with me, she gave me a little blue plastic cow that I still have now. And it's like a little rattle that shakes. And it's somehow it survived all my childhood and all my growing up. And so when we were trying to think of a name for the book, that everyone was laughing at me saying, "Oh, you're not calling it Blue Plastic Cow," but it stands out. It's unusual, isn't it? You know,
Yeah, so
it's
my
not-
mum's mum was jilted at the altar. And then the Catholic, because she was pregnant, the Catholic Church said, if you have a baby out of wedlock, you will burn in hell. So you must give this baby up for adoption, which was my mum. How crazy is that? And then my mum's mum,
So I was given up at 5 days old.
5 days
I
old,
was taken
reluctantly.
away from my mum at 5 days old and put in an orphanage. Yeah, and I was there till I was 6 months old, and that's when my adoptive family, who were a lovely family.
Happy birthday.
Oh, what's this?
Birthday to me.
There you
Oh,
go.
What's
wow.
this?
I beautifully wrapped it.
It's tinfoil.
Yes, this looks wonderful.
Woo.
Ooh, wow.
So that's from Ziggy.
Oh, that's lovely. Can't waste that tin foil, you know.
Yeah, use it against your cheeses.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, that bowl. Oh my God.
Look at that bowl.
Look at that.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That is absolutely
You can have a
beautiful.
fishy in a little dishy.
You
can have a fishy when the boat comes in.
When the boot comes
The
in.
boat comes in. It's a lucky. For your dirty, my little
I've got
boy.
presents. I'm opening presents here. Look at
Do you want to
this.
sit here, Jen, and keep it going?
Oh,
Look at
Right, go
that.
on down the corner and get the other gift.
Yeah.
More gifts.
How come you
Wow,
keep it
that's
going?
very kind.
You'll have to see if you
isn't it?
get past my car, so I'll have to come and see if you can.
It's what?
If you can get past my car.
I'm walking.
Oh, you're walking, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is from Ziggy. Look, Nan, that special person who lightens our hearts and brightens our days.
Oh.
Isn't that
I'll be back in
lovely?
5 minutes.
That's Ziggy.
That's from Ziggy. Oh, I love that bowl. It's
Very thoughtful of him, isn't it?
Yeah, he picked it himself.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh my word!
Oh, you'll be jealous of that.
Ooh, good grief.
Look at the design on that.
That'd be a good cup of coffee,
That is
wouldn't it?
absolutely beautiful. That.
Oh.
Thank you, Joe.
Oh, no problem. From Ziggy.
Thank you. Oh,
So-
that is lovely. That.
Oh,
Thank
good.
you very much.
And Sean's gone to get your other surprise.
Well,
Yeah, so my birthday will last even longer now.
So we got
yeah.
the dates wrong. We thought it was Barbara's birthday
Today.
So did I.
But we
So we
did.
did. Oh, that's where we got
We
it wrong.
did, because we told you.
Yes,
I
This
put happy
is
birthday on
first.
We're
Facebook before.
we're going senile, aren't we? We're
Oh,
going,
yeah,
we don't
senile.
even know when.
Yeah, what day is it?
And
Where are we?
that, I was talking about my book before
Oh,
to
yes.
everyone. That's my book there. Blue Plastic Cow.
On Amazon.
On Amazon, it's
Available
on,
on Amazon.
it's on Kindle and Audible and the hardback as well. Paperback, yeah, not hardback.
So I think all the 591 people watching should go head over to Amazon now and buy Barbara's book. It's her birthday tomorrow. Allegedly today.
That would be a nice birthday present.
Yes, let's get some sales. So
Yes, that's beautiful. That thing. Isn't that
It
lovely
is.
design? Yeah. Very
Oh,
artistic. That'd make a nice
is artistic,
painting,
isn't it?
wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
yeah,
Yeah.
because I've got smaller bowls like that, and you know the ones we were using yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, no, them.
Has,
Not with the
has
fishy.
anybody got a birthday in June? Is there any Geminis
Is that
out
that
there?
showing today? Maybe.
Yeah.
Or anybody
Okay.
got the birthday the same day as me?
Yeah, is there anyone else on birthday second? So yeah, I've got smaller ones, but they're not as nice as yours. They're just
Oh, they're nice. Aren't they? They're wooden, aren't they? Yeah.
say
It's not
Same,
Lambert,
yeah.
is it?
I don't know.
Might be, might
It's
it?
beautiful. It's lovely. Yeah, does it say that?
Have a look.
It's lovely. Lovely word, isn't it? But I love this cup. I'll get a good big cup of coffee there.
Absolutely.
You'll have to get.
So
I'll
you
have
thought
to
you
get.
needed a cup for
You'll
your
have to get
toaster.
Derek one for his birthday. so he won't
Right,
be
it's
jealous.
too small. You can't. It's too.
Has he gone to sleep now? Then?
Yeah, so we're watching him on the monitor.
On your
Yeah, all
monitor.
bits of guacamole on
No,
it.
it's too small. I can't read it.
Yeah.
Let me read.
It's very tiny.
Can you see without
Very
glasses?
tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, just about. Mango wood.
Mango.
wood.
Yeah,
Mango
material
tree.
breakdown, mango wood and
Oh.
enamel.
Well, this is the enamel,
Enamel on the
isn't it?
inside, yeah.
Mango wood.
Mango
What
wood,
does,
eh?
does a mango, what from
Yeah.
a mango tree? Is that how
Must
it
be.
works?
Must be.
Yeah. So no. Well, Sean's gone to get your surprise, and then we have a surprise tonight. Oh, Queenie Morris is a Gemini.
Oh,
Queenie
Hello,
Morris.
Gemini.
Right.
Oh, well, happy
I know.
birthday, Queenie, for whenever it is.
I'll get on and read some of the comments. Sorry, Pete.
Isn't one of the traits of a Gemini flirtatiousness?
We are the right.
Yes.
So when I went to Rome,
Yes.
I went over to the Forum in the city, and there was this podium with like these grand, what are they called, towery
Pillars?
things,
Pillars,
pillars,
yeah.
yeah. And the tour guide asked, "Is anyone here a Gemini?" Obviously, I was like, "Yeah, straight up." They said, "If you were a Gemini in the Roman years, you were automatically made a goddess."
Oh my God.
And I was like, 100%. Because we were seeing
Just like
as,
that?
yeah, you were a goddess. So we would
Perhaps they
automatically
were
be
rare.
goddesses.
Perhaps you were rare, born at that time.
Yes.
Maybe.
Nobody got busy. What's 9 months earlier? That's a popular time of
Goddesses,
year.
I've never heard that. That's interesting. Though, isn't it?
So
That's worth having, that, isn't it?
automatically a goddess.
It's worth
Shame
having.
we weren't born in them times, because these times you're not automatically a goddess,
Oh,
are you?
God,
So-
no, definitely.
Everyone needs to be a goddess, don't they?
You have to
Exactly.
show them the plant. I got.
Yeah, I'll have to bring that down.
It's
So they
great.
got this huge palm, absolute huge palm, which is great, because if you didn't notice, I've got a few plants, but the house is absolutely covered in cheese plants, spider plants, what are they? Mothers-in-law tons.
Mother-in-law's tongue.
Anything that's low maintenance plants I have in the house. So we've got a few, and we've got these new flycatcher plants because we've got a case of fruit flies knocking about.
Venus
Oh,
Venus
yeah.
flytrap.
Oh, we need
No,
some of them.
they're
Those
like-
tiny little flies.
Yeah, they catch
They
them. So
attract
it
them.
isn't a Venus fly trap. It's more like they come out like horns. I've got one in the top bathroom. There's one by the front door that isn't like it, but if you look at the plant, there's all little flies stuck to it.
Oh,
Great.
well.
Yeah, it's just got this sticky residue that they just attracts them and then catches them.
Good grief.
So it's a
They
natural
dissolve
way.
them then and consume them.
I guess so. And off they become compost. But they're really, really handy to have
Like
around
a
the
horror
house.
story, isn't it, for little flies?
Because you know, my mum puts them up, these horrible, sticky thing, tapes.
People don't still use them.
Oh,
do
they do. My mum does.
Oh,
no.
And you walk through the house and it'll get like stuck in your hair.
No.
I didn't think they made those.
They
Still
do.
made them.
And my mum's got one of these, what are they called, like tennis rackets, the electric ones. That zappers. Yeah, because they live like in the village.
Well,
so they get
chickens used to have
loads,
things on
They live in the country,
zappers,
though,
they
don't
used to have
they?
zappers on the wall. Remember the chick?
Yes.
Zoom, zoom.
I've got a camping one in there that I was
Okay.
using on the top floor, and I've stopped using it. These plants are a bit more.
But some of them actually live in the soil, you know, of the plants.
Wow.
I've had these, and they were crawling all over the soil.
I think the plant that I planted that you gave us off cutting that's grown is attracting little flies as well, and the plant next to it. I don't know whether
That's
it's.
where they come from in our
Well, they'd be in the soil from the farm. You know what I do? I put them outside and I get the spray, no insect spray, and just
outside.
zap it into the soil.
That's good
Don't
idea.
put it on the leaves because it will damage.
You used to be able to get those little things you could stick in the soil, but they're banned now, aren't they? Whatever.
There's
product
some
that's in
chemical in them that
That's the
bees
thing.
Yeah,
don't
from the garden
like.
centre.
Apparently, bees don't like, and
Bees.
it's been banned. This
Ah.
chemical.
So Ron's joined the chat. Good morning, Ron. So he said, "Don't you use cocoa as a medium as it's inert?" Sore head, Ron. Someone said.
Cocoa in the soil.
So you use cocoa in the soil.
Oh, that's a good
To get rid of
idea.
flies.
Yeah,
That's a good, it does, and it works, does it?
I'm going to Google that. Casa Bear asked Barbara, "What are you going to put in your bowl?"
Well, it's too nice to put anything in it, really. I like looking at it. Just on display, but probably fruit, I should think.
A fruit bowl.
A fruit bowl,
So-
yes, it's lovely.
Ron, please
Yeah.
expand on this. Cocoa, not soil. So do you mix the cocoa with soil or just put cocoa? Because I don't know whether plants would grow in just cocoa.
Sugar-free cocoa or proper cocoa.
Proper
Like
cocoa.
One that's horrible to taste.
100% cocoa.
Yeah.
You just sprinkle it on the soil, probably, do you?
Interesting fact, if you don't like wasps flying around you, and I've got a massive phobia, I hate wasps. I flap around, which is like the least popular. Well, obviously, it's encouraging them to actually sting you. But if you get raw coffee grounds
Yeah.
and coffee ground, and set fire to it on a little dish and let the smoke come out, they hate it.
Oh,
And
Just
yes,
have some
it-
coffee grounds,
coffee
Andy.
grounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in the summer,
Hate
you know
it.
how people put like jars of jam out and put
Yes,
it
like
nearby?
a
Yeah,
big
the
ones,
bees and
yeah.
wasps, yeah.
Don't do that.
Oh,
Just
bees.
get
Lots
some
of
ground
Coffee and then it gets rid of
set
them.
fire to it,
Yeah.
and where the smoke comes out.
Right.
Now me and Sean, we were like, yeah, that's not going to work. And we went to this restaurant in the summer last year. They did it with, honestly, it was swarming with wasps.
Was
Within
it?
minutes, they were all gone.
This was
Good grief.
there must
Yeah.
have been a nest then, maybe.
Yeah.
You can get a nest
Wow.
of them.
So they
Interesting.
absolutely hate ground
Well,
coffee.
interesting facts.
Yeah.
And
There you go,
insect
guys.
facts.
We get a lot of bees, don't we? But you don't
We
like
have the
to,
masonry bees that go into the building itself.
you don't like to do anything to bees because we need bees, don't
Bees,
we? for
bees,
the
right.
The
environment.
masonry bees don't do a
Produce
pollen
honey.
thing, do they? They
Don't
don't.
they?
No, I don't
They
think
just
so.
burrow into your
They can cause structural damage. They just get into the somehow or other. Get inside them.
We have an extension on the
Somehow, like a drill head.
yeah.
The bees get in.
We have an extension on the back of the house. This is where visitors sleep. And Karen was in there one time, and she said there's a fly in the room, and she kept waking
And
up.
Sean as well.
There's a fly. Oh, it was Sean said, but he went, and then Karen came and stayed in there.
No, there's nothing
And
in
we
there.
couldn't sleep because of this buzzing noise
It's
all
full of
night.
them
And it wasn't a fly in the room.
in the
It was
space.
there was a bee's nest in the roof, wasn't
Masonry
there?
bees, yeah.
Masonry
Yeah.
bees in the nest.
They did that
And
to
there were
the,
hundreds of them.
remember the
hundreds
step
of
on
them.
the patio, they did that there as well. They went the little hole in the cement. They went in there.
But we had to get
Blocked
them,
off.
get
Oh
rid
my
of them
God.
because, you know, but they said that they're not
They're not
masonry
that,
bees
no, they're
don't
not,
create pollen. I don't know
Oh,
whether that's
honey.
true or not. I don't
They're not
know.
much good. They're just
They're
a
just-
menace for buildings.
busy
That's why they call
bees.
masonry bees. And they got a white nose, haven't they? You
Yes.
recognise with a white nose. Not as big as regular bees. so to speak.
Bumblebees.
Bumblebee.
Bumblebees.
See, bumblebees are always cute to look at.
Oh yeah,
I
they're
love- I
different.
love
You can
bumblebees.
recognise them.
Well, there's
masonry
some
bee. You've
really
got-
big bees in the south of England.
Is
one
there?
Time.
There was when we moved in, there was some really, and I don't know why, because the weather wasn't right, but there was ones like that.
Huge.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, buzzing around, and they kept
Yeah.
getting trapped in the conservatory.
Oh,
We'd
did
have to
they?
let them go, like leave the windows open so they could get out.
But you recognise masonry bees. They've got scars and nearly, working with.
Well, they look like working men.
Burrowing the holes into the,
They're far-
into the
far coming out the bottom of the
masonry.
Way up there. Masonry bees.
So you,
Sean's in the chat at the moment. He's,
Oh,
Where
is
is
he?
he?
yeah, he's flirting with the chat on what your surprise is,
Oh.
and he said it's a special fresh preparation. No more clues.
oh right,
So people are guessing
Right.
royal jam,
Oh.
special
fruit
fresh-
basket,
Oh.
like
fresh
lemons.
It's
preparation.
not preparation H, is it?
No.
no, you might not come back. No.
Well, he might eat
Might
it,
not-
whatever
might not come
it is.
back.
Yeah.
We might never see him again.
With
Where-
Sean,
where
with
is
Sean,
he? Is
oh, he's popped out. So is with Sean more of a, because he's a massive sweet tooth now. Has he always been like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
Chocolate orange at Christmas.
Chocolate.
He'd eat
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
The morning when the kids walk up and get the presents, 2 or 3 in the morning. Complete chocolate orange gone.
Sean would
The
have
whole
a
thing,
toilette, wouldn't he, before
Yeah.
Karen had eaten
Very,
out
very
and
sweet
her
tooth,
first thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd rip them apart and carry them just on little pieces at a time. And she'd just
Savour
fancy.
it. Yeah.
So Sean would be like this and everything
Eldest struck
would
dog.
be open.
Yeah, eldest struck dog. Yeah.
This was when he got his first computer. What was it, that computer?
Like an acorn or something.
No, it was
Even before
ZX
that.
Spectrum, originally the first
It
thing.
was like a table
Yeah.
tennis. It was just two
Yeah,
little
that-
ball going back into
Oh,
it, wasn't it?
Qatari.
Oh,
That
Atari.
Atari. That's it.
Sounds like
But it was
yeah.
before
Atari,
that. He had an Atari, didn't he? But I think
Yeah.
it was even before that.
Well, the ZX Spectrum was the first one that he had. That was the original thing.
I remember lying in bed listening to this ping,
He
ping,
made up the
ping.
program himself, didn't he?
Yeah.
He made up the program. It wasn't a game that you could buy. He made it up himself.
No,
It
but
was
we
quite
bought
good.
him one, didn't we,
We
for
did, yeah.
Christmas?
Mm.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah,
But he
a few.
did computer studies and made up games.
He gave one of them to the lad who used to go on messages for him. Remember him? What was his name? Can't remember his name though.
So he made up computer games. Imagine if his life had gone
Had
down
gone
that
that.
path.
Yeah, he
And
was
he
really
was
good.
computer like
Really
a
good,
game
yeah.
designer.
He did
Yeah.
computer studies at GCSE level, and that's what he wanted to do at one time, to be in to do computers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you say, just imagine if his life had gone down that path, how different
Doing
it
computer
would
game,
be.
big money
But
in that, isn't it?
Yeah.
it's no use doing what ifs, is it?
Oh,
He got
exactly.
into
We are,
stocks then,
we are
didn't he?
what we are.
Got
aren't
Into
into
we?
stocks, yeah, stocks.
Yeah, well, it was he did commerce or economics in sixth form. No, at the high school, didn't he? At secondary
St.
school,
Joe's, yeah.
St. Joe's, and the economics teacher, Mr. Dolan, got him really interested in the stock market.
Mm.
It was the time of the privatisation of all the utilities, which
Was it
is.
BT the first one, was it?
Was it BT? Which is
I think so.
this is why we're in the state we are now with all this terrible
Privatisation.
privatisation of all the utilities.
Yeah.
And do you want to tell the rest then?
Well, John wanted to buy these stocks. I think it was BT. It was
No, it's Mr. Dillon let them buy. He introduced them to buying the stocks.
How to do it.
didn't he? Showed them how to do it. And so he was going to let all the students participate in the buying,
of
the
these
stock
new stocks.
to explain how it worked. So they all had to get money to
They had to get 50 quid. I refused because I didn't agree with the
We were
privatisation of
socialists,
utilities.
so we
being
didn't agree with
Labour supporter. Power to the people. And my mum was a big fan of Margaret Thatcher, so he went down there to his nan's house and she lent him 50 quid. And they staggered the shares overnight, more than double the money, didn't they?
Yeah, so he put this money into buying the
That
shares.
seems so easy doing that.
And the money
Yeah.
doubled.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so he was hooked straight away then because he saw how quick
And easy it was.
you could make money through
Overnight.
shares overnight.
So the computer games was well gone then.
So that it was just hooked after that. From there on in, he said, "I want to be a stockbroker. I'm going to be." He didn't say I want to be. He said, "I'm going to be a stockbroker." Because whatever he made up his mind to, he did, didn't he? And that was how he come to go to America.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Because he tried to get into the stock market over here, but at that time in the 80s, it was very much an old boys network. And Derek had two sisters who lived in America. And
Sean had been on holiday over there with
Yeah.
Mum several times as a teenager.
and one of them said, "Oh, come over here, and take the exams over here," which is what he did. He went over to America and he took their stockbroking exams and he passed them in like 3 months, I think, which usually takes 2 years or something.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, it's just multiple choice." No, he thought that was easy. And so he became a stockbroker, and the rest is history. You all know the story, don't you?
The Wolf of
Yeah.
Wolf of Phoenix. So when he was making money on the stocks, the innocent side was still there. Before he went to the US, he was into the dance music, the rave scene, the Hacienda Club, and so on.
This was when he was at Liverpool
And of course,
University.
in Phoenix, it's all country music at the time, very little of the rave dance music. So Sean started putting on his own raves in baseball grounds, football grounds, and so on with his own money. He had a security team of 15 men. One of them came to him one night and said, "They're selling ecstasy here, Sean." He said, "Ooh, I'll stop that," which he did, but started selling it himself.
Yeah. Took over the market, hence the
went in 100%, give up the stock
gave him the
market,
story it has.
and that was it.
Well, when he's having a miserable day or he's a bit moody here, I always say to him, "It could be worse. You could be facing 200 shares."
As he was.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's
Thankful.
like, "Good boy." Yeah, I use his words against him now.
Rightly so.
When he's
rightly
in a bad
so.
mood.
Yeah.
And nothing's that bad.
That's what
is
it was. The idea we heard he was facing 250 years, I think it was. Shudders down his spine, you'd never see him again, you know.
Yeah.
Except through the bars.
But here we are now.
Here we are, and he's
Happy family now.
yeah.
Making the most of life, aren't we
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
You've got to, haven't you?
Celebrating Barbara's birthday,
It's no
anniversary, and
use.
so on.
Dwelling, no.
No use thinking what. I used to think that he could have done anything because he was a very clever lad. And I don't do this now, but I used to. He could have done anything with his life. He could have been anything, and here he is. But it's pointless, isn't it? You know, you've got to make the best of what there is and what you've got, haven't
The
you?
now.
Live in the now.
Yes.
Well, have you read that book?
The
about
Power
the Power of Now.
Yeah, by Eckhart Tolle.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
very good, isn't it?
I read it it must be about 7-8 years ago. And I want to reread it
Oh, you
now because
should.
I've still got some of it in my memory, but you know
Yeah.
it fades.
And you
You're
have to
like,
keep
okay,
reading
I
it.
need to read it again.
Yeah.
Carol said it changed her life.
It is a really good book. It's
But you lose it.
patience. No.
What it is because we spend all of our lives either worrying about the past or regretting the past or worrying about the future. And so you miss now what you're doing now. That's your life. What you're doing at this exact minute, sitting here. We're sitting here chatting. This is our life. So you've got, and it's the idea that the past and the future are illusions, really, because they don't exist.
Yeah.
They don't exist.
Start from in there.
Except in your
Yeah.
mind. So this book, The Power of Now, it sort of tries to give you methods of stealing it and stopping your mind worrying and helping you to just a little
appreciate that.
just the little things in life.
That's where meditation comes in as well, is it?
Exactly.
Meditation.
Yeah.
That's where people feel most calmest is in stillness.
Yes.
There's another book, quite similar, but it's probably a less spiritual, modern take on it. It's called, I think it's Mark Manson who wrote it. It's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. So
Yeah.
it's a really good book as well. It's similar.
Yeah, sounds like a
Yeah.
good
Similar
one.
to
Sounds like a
Eckhart Tolle,
similar thing.
Yeah.
but more of a. So basically, his ethos, I guess, is in everything you do. It's more. Eckhart Tolle was about appreciating the present.
Yes.
It is about appreciating the presence in that sense, but also about not giving an F about all the things you'd usually worry about. Like
Yeah.
what really should you worry about?
Yeah, but you shouldn't
Like,
worry about anything.
There's
should
things
you?
that are in your control and things that are not in your control. And it's about
Yeah.
not the things that are out of your control, not sitting there dwelling on them,
Yeah.
which is important.
If you can't do
Your body's
anything
back.
about it, why worry about
Sure,
why
it's
have-
I can hear a
Yeah.
bugle call.
Casabeth said, "This is the longest surprise ever."
Oh,
Yeah, he's coming down the stairs now. I can hear him.
Oh, he's been down to the village and back.
Are you all excited, waiting to see?
Yeah,
where it
move out the
is?
way.
There you go, Mum.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Happy birthday anniversary weekend.
Jen, my baby.
Oh.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Jen.
No problem.
Oh, thank you. Oh, aren't I just the luckiest? Just look at
Talking about
them.
enjoying the now.
Yes, I will.
Mum was
Oh,
going,
they're so
Mum was going
beautiful.
Eckhart Tolle, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah.
We need to reread it.
I'm so
It is very
lucky to have such lovely children, such a lovely family.
Oh.
Oh, we're all right.
You're right. Some of the time, anyway.
Right, I think
Thank
we should,
you.
on that note, sign up at 626.
So, I'm worn out.
Oh.
What shall I do now?
Well, we've been talking for almost 2 hours. We've got
Oh, my God.
626 watching worldwide.
Wind about flowers.
Good. Flowers got that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sean's
yeah.
a regular customer now.
Oh,
To
blimey.
make up for
Oh, well, it's been nice to meet.
readers.
It's nice to meet everyone.
Definitely.
Have a good day, everyone.
Have a good day, everyone.
Especially the people who are born in June.
Yeah,
Yes.
The Gemini
The
rules,
Gemini
doesn't it,
crew.
Jem?
Gemini crew.
Exactly.
Gemini rules. Oh, Derek's flashing the
Yeah.
book again.
Head over to Amazon and buy your
Plastic.
It'll be worth every penny.
Oh, thanks, JR. Sean is a master of surprise and style.
It certainly is. Yeah.
Kaza, happy birthday, Barb. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, Kaza. Thank you.
Gemini Queen, happy birthday from Queenie.
Thank you, Queenie.
Nikki,
Thanks.
beautiful family.
Thanks, Nikki.
Oh.
Thanks, everyone, for all your good wishes. Great to talk.
When are we going to be back, Jen, with Breakfast with the Attwoods?
Oh, no.
When are you doing it?
When's our next one?
He won't be here.
I'm always
He won't be
available.
here.
You're always available.
Yeah.
Early next week, then, probably. Yeah. All right, guys. Until next time, we will love you and leave you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye-bye.